Well, Hertz, the car rental giant, faces mounting allegations that it filed false theft reports against its customers, resulting in arrest and even jail time. Fox 5 I-Team's Dana Fowle joins us now after talking to the victims who claim that this isn't a one-off, but rather a systematic issue. Dana.
Right. And these customers, they range from people using one of the Hertz companies to rent a vehicle after a car accident. There's some for vacation travel and as part of a Lyft driver program. But none, I tell you, expected to be arrested, much less at gunpoint. The downtown connector, rush hour. Paul Anthony Knight was on his way to work.
Pull to the left and stop.
And all of a sudden, there are 3 police cars behind me. All the traffic stopped, and they were after me.
And they had weapons.
Walk backward.
Pointed at him.
Everybody else in the car. Cross right.
This brings back such emotion.
This is the first time he's seen the police dash cam video of his December 2019 arrest.
This moment changed my life.
He was scared. He was confused.
And I was told that this vehicle was reported stolen. You're in a stolen vehicle.
He was charged with felony theft of the rental car he was driving. So did you go to jail?
I absolutely went to jail. 1 very long week.
Julius Burnside rented a car through Hertz, extending it several times after a car accident. Did you pay for it?
Yes.
Did you return it?
Yes.
Still, a warrant was issued for his arrest for theft by conversion, a felony. He turned himself in April 2018.
They said I stole the car, had proof I didn't, which was bank statements, receipts from Hertz that were emailed to me.
Both men are among the 263 people who filed similar false arrest claims against Hertz as part of the company's bankruptcy filing. Their attorney, Francis Malafy.
Hertz knows they're filing false police reports with false payment information, false return dates, false contact information, and providing very misleading reports to the police that they're relying upon.
The Fox 5 I-Team reached out to Hertz, which also owns the Thrifty and Dollar Car rental brands. In an email, we were told that Hertz cares deeply about our customers, and we successfully provide rental vehicles for tens of millions of travelers each year. Unfortunately, the attorneys have a track record of making baseless claims that blatantly misrepresent the facts. They went on to say the vast majority of these cases involve renters who are weeks, even months overdue returning vehicles and didn't communicate with the company about the due date. Paul Anthony Knight said he had just moved to Atlanta from Charlotte for a job. He'd been driving for Lyft and had gotten the car from Lyft's rental program. He was arrested 2 days before he was scheduled to return the car.
You've lost your job because of the job abandonment, and everything just started to snowball at that point.
Mr. Burnside had receipts that showed he paid more than $2,300 for his returned rental. He said he thought the matter was settled, so he moved to Mississippi, where he lives today. But it wasn't. In fact, Mr. Burnside was arrested again. Julius, how long were you in jail?
7 months.
He told the Fox 5 I-Team he finally pled guilty just to get out of jail. What was one of the things that made you say, fine, you win?
My kids, my daughter. I got out the day before graduation.
A judge later tossed out Mr. Burnside's conviction, and the theft charges were dismissed. His claim says Hertz was notorious for losing rental extensions and filing police reports. After 2 long years in legal limbo, prosecutors dismissed Paul Anthony Knight's case, too. Hertz reports since 2016 it's filed annually more than 3,300 theft reports. Over a 6-year period, that's more than 20,000 cases. The company writes the Fox 5 I-Team that false arrest claims, though, are very rare.
Hertz must be held accountable for overturning my life and the life of so many others when they've done absolutely nothing wrong.
If they've been told the information is false, if they understand or learn that it's misleading, they will not correct it.
This is a story we are continuing to follow. We've spoken to a few other local Hertz rental customers who would also like to tell their stories. If you have a similar story, please reach out to me. Elise?
Crazy. Just crazy, and so many questions. I mean, these cases were tossed out by a judge and prosecutors. Has anyone from Hertz taken the time to apologize?
Not that we know of. I mean, these cases, as you said, and many other have been thrown out. And Mr. Knight and Burnside will argue that Hertz stopped participating in the legal process at some point, but never called off the cases, so they were dragged out. And no, they tell me no one from the rental giant has said, hey, sorry for interrupting your lives, for years in some cases.
Would be the very least that they could do in this situation.
And that's what they're looking for. Hertz, again, is going through the bankruptcy process. They are claimants in that process. So it's not going to be a traditional court situation that we're used to. It's going to be a little different, but we're following it.
Yeah, no doubt, thankfully. And you feel for them. I mean, he summed it up so well when he said that, you know, their lives have been overturned for, for months,
right. I mean,
years,
and when you have something like this hanging over your head, it's really hard to find a job.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, it just kills me for him. Wow. On top of this for us, Dana, we sure do appreciate it.
You got it.